Alright, what's up you guys? I'm here with the No Way Out WWE pay-per-view DVD collection. And these are the individually released pay-per-views, spanning from 2002 to 2009, and then once again, unfortunately, in 2012. And obviously we had No Mercy 2001, which was a VHS exclusive, unfortunately, because that was a great pay-per-view. And then we had the Silver Visions, the Tag Classics. So these are the individual pay-per-view DVDs, but let's get right into it here. First up, we have 2002. This was the long-awaited arrival of NWO, and you can see that on the sign there, spray painted. It almost looks like bird shit over here. I don't know, a street sign, bird shit. It just kind of goes together, you know. But this is an amazing cover, and this was one of the last pay-per-views under the WWF name. Judgment Day 2002 was when they had the first WWE pay-per-view. So, beautiful cover. My favorite color, actually, back here in the background. It's like a maroonish, blood red, purple. Alright, so we had the Tag Team Turmoil match, Goldust and RVD, Triple H and Kurt Angle, Tag Team title match, Intercontinental title match with William Regal and Edge, The Rock versus The Undertaker, and then Chris Jericho versus Stone Cold Steve Austin for the undisputed title, leading into WrestleMania 18. So, very nice disc art. No insert. Inserts were weird in 2002. You either got one or you didn't. They were weird with that. Okay. Next up, we have 2003. I really like this cover. I think it has that kind of old style feel to it, and I like that. We had Triple H versus Scott Steiner 2. Like we needed another one. Because the first one was just so good, right? Stone Cold versus Eric Bischoff. I think I'd rather watch that. And then The Rock versus Hulk Hogan 2. The first one being at WrestleMania 18, of course. And we have Chris Jericho versus Jeff Hardy. Tag team titles. We have Billy Kidman versus Matt Hardy. 6-man tag team match. Taker versus Big Show. And then a whole load of extras over here. Really nice. And no insert for this one either. Just an advertisement. Something I noticed earlier, I was looking through these. On here has the 2003 box, which is obviously up there. Not the box, but I don't have the box, unfortunately. But if you notice there, it says King of the Ring. That pay-per-view didn't happen in 2003. It was eventually turned to Bad Blood. So, it was replaced with Bad Blood. Okay, so next up, we have 2004, the Eddie Guerrero cover, very famous cover, the Wanted for Lying, Cheating, and Stealing, and this was obviously when he won his first WWE title against Brock Lesnar. And that's unfortunately really all this pay-per-view is known for. We had Kurt Angle, John Cena, and Big Show for #1 contendership, Rey Mysterio and Chavo, 6-man tag match. We had WWE tag team titles, Nydia versus Jamie Noble, and he's wrestling the match blindfolded. So yeah, like I said, only memorable for the main event, but a very memorable moment. I actually just watched the Eddie Guerrero documentary, and they all fell. Wow. I actually just watched this one today, and that's kind of what inspired this video for me to do the No Way Out collection. Let me just fix these here. Alright, that was a disaster. Alright, so you do get your insert, kind of a very cheap looking insert, but still, at least it's an insert. And just like I said, Eddie Guerrero winning that title, that is a fantastic moment. And one of my favorite moments in WWE history because, he had a long road, long life. So just to see that, and just see how happy he was, and just so passionate he was. There's only one Eddie Guerrero, and no one can ever duplicate him. Next up, we have No Way Out 2005. I'm just going to say now, this is an awful cover. I really hate it. We have JBL climbing over this barbed wire steel cage. I really hate this cover. But I do like the logo for this. They cleverly changed the chains to barbed wire. Little stuff like that I like. But yeah, this is what I call an action shot cover. It's just bad. But anyway, we had the 6-man elimination cruiserweight championship match. I love the cruiserweight opens and the elimination matches. Booker T versus Heidenreich. The Bashams versus Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. Great match. Undertaker versus Luther Reigns. John Cena versus Kurt Angle, #1 contendership. And then JBL versus Big Show in the first ever barbed wire steel cage match, which was a disaster. But there's your insert. Nothing too special. Kind of looks like an ECW insert, honestly. Alright, next up. This is probably, I'm going to say it now, this might be my favorite pay-per-view cover of all time. And it's definitely one of my favorite matches of all time. Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker is one of the most underrated matches. It really is. Go check it out if you haven't. This is a beautiful DVD altogether. I really love this. Beautiful coloring. It's very dark palette to it. But just an amazing artwork. It really is. Unfortunately, this is kind of a one-match show. We had another Cruiserweight Open. Special appearance by Batista. Chris Benoit and Booker T. Lashley and JBL. Matt Hardy and Tatanka versus Eminem. Yeah. Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton. And then Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. Near 5-star match for sure. If not 5-star. And then we have beautiful insert. I just love everything about this DVD. It's just very well made, put together. Love it. Alright, next up we have, I'm just going to set these up at this point. 2007. Very cool cover, first of all. And once again, another kind of one-match show here. But beautiful logo. It's actually, I don't know if you can see it too well. If I shine the light maybe a little bit there. You can see it's like steel and it has little scratches in it. I really like that. I always really like the creativity in that. But we have kind of a very generic backing here. Alright, we have the Diva Talent Invitational. Yeah, no one cares. Cruiserweight Open for the Cruiserweight title. You have the tag team titles on the line. We have Kane versus Booker T. Hardys and Chris Benoit versus Eminem and MVP. Bobby Lashley versus Mr. Kennedy. And then the Batista and The Undertaker versus John Cena and Shawn Michaels. So, you know, your little tag team match leading into the main event of WrestleMania. I actually really like that they did that. You know, they didn't put the titles on the line. They just had a tag team match. And I really like that idea. You know, not every pay-per-view has to have the title on the line. Unless you're Brock Lesnar and just show up every fucking 6 months. But whatever. Alright, I'm not bitter. No Way Out 2008. Very, very cool cover here. And I love this event. I really do. The next two, this one and the next one, were very strong pay-per-views. This was after they implemented the Elimination Chamber into the mix here. We had 2 chamber matches. Non-title matches. They were for #1 contendership. And then we had Randy Orton and John Cena. Edge versus Rey Mysterio. Ric Flair and Mr. Kennedy. Chavo Guerrero versus CM Punk. And then, of course, we had Big Show returning to face Floyd Mayweather in the ring. And that would lead to their WrestleMania 24 match. So we see great insert there. Really love that. Just love this artwork. Alright, next up. Not the best cover. I like the idea. Not sure how I feel about Vladimir Kozlov. But yeah, No Way Out 2009. And I just love to see actually the evolution of the No Way Out logo. It's actually pretty interesting now that I see it. But just in case you didn't know who it is. You have a logo there. And actually, you can see a very faint chain there. It's kind of hard to notice, but it's there. And this was the Brilliant Edge title loss, title win. He lost the title in the first chamber match, won it back in the, or won the other title in the second chamber match. And this was when the brand split was kind of going out the window a little bit, so they were just kind of messing around with that. But we have Shane O'Mac versus Randy Orton, very good match, no holds barred. Shawn Michaels versus JBL, Jack Swagger and Finlay, and then both world titles on the line. And two very good matches. And no inserts anymore, obviously, 2009. Okay. Now, yeah, we gotta talk about it. I know you probably don't want to. No Way Out, 2012. This cover pisses me off, genuinely. Oh, God. But we have AJ Lee over here, so that kind of saves us a little bit. Alright, let's get through this. We have Layla versus Beth Phoenix. Santino Marella versus Ricardo Rodriguez in a tuxedo match. Christian and Cody Rhodes in an IC title match. Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler for the world title. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Kane, triple threat match for the WWE title. And then John Cena versus Big Show inside the steel cage, where John Laurinaitis was then fired from his GM job. Amazing disc artwork, though. I'll give it that. So, that about covers it for the No Way Out collection. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, peace out.